first finalist is Candice Lawrence, a 27-year-old surface designer from Cape Town.
So a little bit about my light. The Kaya lamp is inspired by my home and my family. And then I went onto the beaded lamp, turning those little offcuts of wood that I had into beads and assembling them and see what came about. The third lamp that I made is also inspired by beads, but it's inspired by the beads on a necklace.
Not one, not two, but 3 of her designs have been nominated. She's about to meet her mentor, who will be guiding her through the process.
Hi, good to meet you, finally. My first impressions of Candice's work, very thoughtful. I really liked the lines. I think it was very clean and well situated in South Africa.
Luke Peterson is one half of young carpentry heroes Peterson and Leonard. Their brand is firmly rooted in South African design, and their creations can be found in Nando's restaurants all over the world.
So when the competition started, I entered these 2.
Okay.
And I like the idea of people being able to sort of design their own lights as well. I like the idea of people interacting. So I wanted to make the beads loose.
How have you made the prototypes? Have you been going around to workshops? And
No, I work from home.
Okay.
I work from home.
So have you got a lathe in your bedroom?
In my bedroom, under my bed, yes.
Have you got a wood lathe in the garage?
Yeah, you can hear me turning it like.
To help Candice, I think she's done a lot of good work, and she's clearly put in the hours, so that's why I was also quite keen. I think we could probably help her in terms of practical things from a production point of view. We are quite advanced in that area in terms of making sure things are possible and practical, and sort of to gear the design up for production.
I quite enjoyed my first mentoring session, seeing the workshop and seeing how things come together in Peterson and Leonard's business. Looking at that and applying it now to my products, my lighting. Lots of feedback, lots of constructive criticism, and I think it's just great that I can take this now and work with it. It's definitely built a solid foundation now for me to turn these lights that I've created into something even more amazing.
Thabisa Mior is a 27-year-old interior decorator and stylist, and she lives in Joburg.
Thabisa has 2 very different lights shortlisted for the Hot Young Designer Finals and is being supported by 2 sets of mentors.
Yo! I'm on my way to meet Megan from Anatomy Design. She'll be helping me with the Tutu 2.0 light. So there's 2 things I really like. I really like my boyfriend, and I really like tutus. And my boyfriend is Shangaan, and I've always thought the traditional skirts that the Shangaan women wear, like African tutus. So this was the perfect opportunity for me to bring those 2 things that I like together and design the Tutu 2.0.
The ability to dream something up in her head and see it come to life is the best feeling in the world. Thabisa has been nominated as a finalist for 2 pendant light design entries.
We are Anatomy Design.
Anatomy Design was started in 2009 primarily as an interior design studio. The success of some of the product designs led to a need to house them, quite literally, and this is how the retail store began.
How do you envision it? Is it something soft, the actual light fitting? Is it something hard?
So I definitely want it to be soft. In fact, I want it to be like an umbrella almost, where we pull at something and then it opens
Divine.
up. Yeah, I love
so
that.
divine. She captures so much of the essence of Nando's. It's colourful, it's bold, it's creative. She's taken an exciting, everyday African item and flipped it completely on its head and turned it into this glorious pendant.
I think it's seriously sharp.
Yeah,
I think it's got some serious potential in terms of its commercial viability and its usefulness.
The meeting with Megan from Anatomy went really, really well. She's got me thinking about the different materials that I can use to make the light. So there's a lot more thinking I need to do, but I think the end product is going to be more exciting than what I did in.
The design comes from the idea of a seed pod and kind of when a seed pod opens, what's inside the pod.
Etienne Deploy is a professional architect from Cape Town. Design is a part of him. He loves it because it inspires, informs and influences. Conrad is a lighting expert known for building prototypes for the lighting industry.
When I had a look at his design, I'm quite fascinated by the sharpness of it. I think it's got quite a strong presence. When you're going to introduce that into the Nando's restaurant, it's going to have quite a strong accent. I like the sharpness of the plywood structure, and then I love the softness, bringing in the softness of beadwork in the inside.
I'm very excited. It's going to be an interesting process. I'm looking forward to that kind of collaborative exercise that's following. It's great exposure, I think, for any young designer to have their products kind of manufactured and exposed to the world to see. So it'll be amazing.
So it almost needs to read like a folded piece of plywood,
yes.
I imagine. So definitely there's an element we need to look at how we're going to construct that. Our deadline is quite soon. So definitely I think we can maybe just get together again next week.
I need to draw a kind of unfolded version of that light, and we need to engage with manufacturers on the steelwork structure. We need to look at plywood thicknesses, and then I need to get someone to do the weaving and beadwork and that kind of stuff. So that's the next week's work.
Yeah, so it's actually just timing, I think, is the main factor.
The talent is hot and there's more to come. In the next episode, 4 more Nando's Hot Young Designer finalists wow their mentors with their pendant light concepts. But do they have what it takes to meet the deadline?